Welcome back, Game Replays, to our third attempt at warming up for a second season of Sunday Night Fights. I'm Omnipoli Funk, and I'm here with my co-caster Biosparks and our cameraman NTD, and our third caster who will be appearing mystery guest in the next game, Yoink, back in black. We're ready to do this matchup that Biosparks has found for us. And so, Bio, how you doing, man? And what have you got for us today?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Today we get a special treat. We get to see my hetero nerd life partner in action, Nosliw, also known as Slippy by some of us. And yeah, everyone knows that he teamed up with Gosu and got to the final in the, was it 2 tournaments ago in the 2v2? So, yeah, definitely a strong player. And I pitted him against SemInt, and that was on Sandland's recommendation. So if SemInt screws up, you guys can blame him, because, yeah, I won't have any part of that. He's a strategy specialist, and he's got a good ratio on ladder as well. So I don't know too much about how he plays, but now would be a perfect time to actually see that in action. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how Nosliw and... Actually, I guess we can just... It'll be a lot easier for people. So Wilson and SemInt clash together, and on SemWar as well, which is considered one of the big three, mainly because of its balance, and it's quite unique map as well, with a few sort of waterways leading with chokes and stuff. So it's definitely going to be a great matchup, I think.
Yeah, we got SemInt hailing from the Netherlands going up against Nosliw Reborn hailing from Canada. And in the first game, as you can see on Seb's brand new COH overlay made specially for casters, that Nosliw will be playing Americans in the first game, and SemInt will be playing the Wehrmacht. I'm going to follow Nosliw. Bio, why don't you follow SemInt, and let's kick this thing right off into gear. Let me first give you a little, let's get ready to rumble! Sunday night, we're back in the house! We're going to unpause in 5, 4... 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they're off!
Seems like SemInt's pretty nervous. Could affect his play, unless he's just lying to put Wilson on edge. But looks like a double building of the Wehrmacht quarters, so that's obviously going to be a MG start, as normally we see.
Yeah, I learned that from you on our last broadcast. They're talking if the pressure of not producing good replays, they're going to be booed off of the rink by the rude and rowdy crowd. And I'll be the first to throw a tomato. So yes, I hope we do see some good replays. Slippy is pumping out some rifles, and he's going with one of his engineer squads immediately to the high ammo on the left corner right next to the river. So that's a point that sometimes you don't see capped until some squad retreats, because it's a bit out of the way. But Slippy's going right after it, so he's got the high fuel and the high ammo next to his base, and now his rifles will push in towards the center of the map strat point.
Yeah, and SemInt's gone for a strange capping order. He's gone for, the Pioneer went straight to the north to cap the munitions, and he uses the MG to actually cap the fuel. And I guess a couple of people that was practicing heard me mention that if there is a Jeep start, because I know some players, especially Zero Crack, like to do a Jeep opening on this map, and as it runs past down this road and they can spot the MG capping, they can usually nudge it off and even kill a couple of the crew members and pretty much essentially stop the capping of the fuel in the early game, which is really, really bad. So, but I mean, it's risky, and obviously he didn't do a Jeep start, so it paid off.
Well, looks like we've got our first engagement. Rifles have gone straight up that road, and the bike and the rifles have basically gone head-to-head until they butted right into each other. And now they see the bike pushing the rifles around a bit. He's supported by the MG. The rifles see the MG open fire. They immediately retreat. So that's got to be a good start for SemInt, our Wehrmacht player.
Yeah, it's definitely a good start once you... if you can force the initial rifle squad off the field, so early in the game, you can pretty much have, a lot more... space, you can cap another point without being worried about having to, flanks coming and stuff like that. So it's definitely to something else, something less that he has to worry about. But I mean, it was also a good play by Wilson because he knew that he was just going to lose if he stuck around, so he just got straight out of there.
Here comes the second squad of rifles, and it looks like they're going to get the wrong end of some MG fire as well. They start crawling. They're being pushed by the bike. They're doing some good damage to the bike, but he's got Pios right behind him. He's just going to get repaired. So Wilson's in a bit of a bad spot here, having his first two rifles just see nothing but MG fire. Of course, now because SemInt has gone around the north side, the sort of wraparound approach, that means he hasn't showed any resistance to Wilson's capping engineers both in the center of the map and in the south of the map. So as far as map control, he's not in bad shape, but as far as the fights go, nothing good is happening for the Americans so far.
Yeah, this is pretty much textbook Wehrmacht early game, like dictating the pace of the game, where if they go for the middle, that means that the Americans are forced to cap around the sides, whereas if they go for like the north area, then it sort of makes like an L shape sort of capping, and then obviously the Americans take the middle. So it's just a reactionary play, really.
It's going to be a quick engagement in the south as the Pio squad finds both a rifle squad and an engineer squad, so they're going to beat it out of there real quick. And then we'll see, wow, quick grenades from Nosliw.
Grenades have arrived.
Oh, I think I know what he's up to. He's when I've played like 8 games with him in beta, he pretty much beat me in every single game, and he likes going fast grenades because of the fact that they don't miss their targets anymore, which is a really good feature in the next patch. So since grenades don't get overthrown or underthrown or whatever, pretty much with the 100% accuracy with those grenades, you can pretty push some devastating damage. And
so this would be a great time to spring one on him. Those folks there are in green cover. They could take a lot of splash damage. Let's see. He's going to garrison the house instead. What's he doing? He's getting in close.
I know what he's doing here. I know. Basically, he's waiting for like the perfect timing push of when to reveal he's actually got the grenades. So see how like these Volks and MG are just clumped up together? He doesn't actually know that he has grenades yet. So he's probably going to use this as like an opportunity to get like as much killing as possible. Whereas if he threw that grenade there, he wouldn't actually be clumped up together because obviously it's really risky. So I think this rifle moving in is probably going to show exactly what he's trying to do.
So here comes the flank, and here comes the grenade from the flanking squad, and it is right into the heart of the Wehrmacht forces. And sure enough, that MG is cleared out, does not even drop the weapon. That thing is just gone, and 2 Volks are lucky to get away with their squad still alive. He's got engineers deep in behind. They're going to retreat and hopefully live. And the whole Wehrmacht force of 2 folks. Whoa! NG's hit the mine. It looks like they will not live. But I guess, it was better that they hit the mine. True, he lost a squad, but at least those rifles that were attacking didn't hit it. So, yeah, I think SemInt got hit real hard there. He's going to be licking his wounds and trying to regroup and reinforce now. Oh, snipers come out, but he is all by himself. He's got 3 rifles chasing him deep into Wehrmacht territory, backed by the high fuel. The bike is going to come try to help out that sniper. Bike will extend the sniper's line of sight, and here goes sniper taking another shot. He's got 2 quick kills. But there's a whole full healthy... Oh, he's still going to keep firing. I love that. I love non-cloaked sniper micro in the early game. This is just great. You can just keep at max range with attack move and get as many kills as you can. There's no Jeep nearby.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to like that grenade timing push and how well thought out it was, because normally when you see lesser players, as soon as they detect a grenades, they go, okay, let's start throwing some. But that was my instinct. I would have thrown it right away. And just, got a whole MG kill out of it, which is like, 25 munitions for 260 manpower, which is definitely like the best payoff you could ever get with a grenade. So maybe if he actually managed to steal the MG as well, but since he outright killed it, it's still definitely a good situation. And just the patience of Wilson just goes to show how well he just picks the best time to use his strategy and pull it off with just executed it perfectly.
So SemInt has been able to get back on the field quick enough to preserve some of his territory, although we see a lot of flashing sectors over on the left-hand side of the map. And while all this is going on, Nosliw is adding some mines to the center, and he's basically got the whole right-hand side of the map locked in. He's got mines by the strat point where you've come right out of your base as Wehrmacht, and now he's got mines on the road that enter towards the center VP. So he's got a good map control, and we'll see what he's going to do for teching here. He's just put down a supply yard, and he's OPing his near high fuel, so we might see straight to tank. I'm not sure.
Yeah, SemInt's gone for tier 2, which is obviously a wise choice in this situation, since he's definitely been like pressured a lot. He's lost an MG. He definitely can't, tech to tier 3, because that's obviously if you have quite dominating tier 1 units. But at the moment, he's got his back against the wall. He's only got 1 MG to hold at the moment, 1 sniper to keep things at bay, and a few Volk squads. So I think he's just gonna, turtle up a bit, just hold his ground, and probably just wait for some grenadier support, maybe a pack, a bunker, more standard like defensive play in this situation.
His bike is almost dead, so he's got to repair it. But then after that, those piles are probably going to go out and cap the ammo in the corner to connect the territory that he does have. So he really needs those resources. His Volks are busy little bees. They're adding some wire in the center of the map, and they've approached the center from a path that has no mines. So maybe let's see what they'll do here. They're going to try to wipe the VP, buy the Wehrmacht a little more time. Wilson has decided to go for an M8, and it is building right now on the way.
Yeah, some grenadiers pop out for SemInt, and they're upgrading with the Panzerschreck, so he obviously has some sort of insight into what Wilson's doing. He definitely thinks, okay, there's no bars, it's probably going to be some sort of light armored support, so spending the Panzerschreck is a wise choice at this point in the game. He'll probably get a pack next, and now that he's connecting up the territory, he can probably start getting back into the game after that disastrous machine gun just getting completely sniped by a grenade.
So Nosliw has put 1 squad of rifles in this small house that is so important, and he's got a mine between that house and the church. And as long as you control that house, the Wehrmacht forces can't really pin you in your base. So it's really important to keep that. You can see the Shreks have arrived before the M8. That's good, I guess. But this is going to be a tough fight. The M8 has lots of abilities to use the hedges and kite that Panzerschreck squad.
Yeah, I think he should be careful, because he's seen 1 mine from SemInt, and that obviously means, okay, my opponent might have more mines later rounds. He's obviously been sitting around this +5 fuel area for quite some time, so he's probably consolidated it with a few mines here or there. So I think he's just going to play cautious with it, poke in and out, not too much.
Yep, this M8 is double upgraded. It's got the skirts and the machine gun. Let me do a quick time check. We're at 10 minutes and 40 seconds, 41, 42, and the fight between the Panzer Grenadiers and the M8 is just beginning. Enemy unit down. Who died? What happened?
I think it was a Volk squad. Yeah, Volk squad annihilated.
Oh, that hurts. Sniper's starting to take a little bit of fire. He's uncloaked. He's moving back. There comes another grenade coming in on the Volk squad. They micro it away from it very nicely. Great micro and attention there. Sniper's still doing damage. M8 got 4 kills already. Oh, damage! Engine! Destroyed engine! I think somehow that Shrek set off the American mine, and Nosliw is rushing over there with engineers to try to save that M8. Wow, it was so close to being dead. And here come the Shreks. They might actually get it.
I like the support. He brings in his rifles as well, just because he knows the Shrek is coming in.
Yep. They're willing to sacrifice themselves to save their mate in that M8, and sure enough, he got 1 chance, and the Shrek went into the bottom of that rock fence. So the M8 will live to fight another day. SemInt's trying to get a bunker up. His sniper's still doing work. He's already got 13 kills, but now he's got rifles almost behind him. The MG can't cover every avenue. It's a lot of rifles encircling. The bunker's up. There's a grenade that misses everything completely. That was a total failed grenade there.
There's quite clumped up units around here, so he definitely should be careful with more grenades coming. And the pack as well is unloading on the M8.
That goes in. Now, in the last patch, that M8 would probably be dead by now, but in this patch, you can take a shot from a pack and actually micro away still. There's a dead rifle squad.
I think Wilson's just overextended quite a bit here. You know, you don't want to lose a rifle squad. And now that the pack's creeping in as well. I like what he's doing here, though. He's sort of repairing around the house as well, so even though the engineers got suppressed, they're not actually taking the brunt of the fire from the machine gun, which is actually quite a nice touch. I like that.
Yeah, it was really nice positioning. I mean, the M8 was hiding from the pack behind that barn, and the repairing engineers were hiding from the machine gun. It's really nice position. That M8 already has 7 kills and 1 stripe of veterancy.
Yeah, M8's rack up veterancy quite fast in the beta, I've realized. I've actually had the most vet 3 units I've ever had was actually from M8s from all my games in the beta. It's actually quite funny.
Noslew's putting up a triage center, and he just selected infantry right side. Do we have a doctrine choice from the Wehrmacht yet?
Yeah, he's gone defensive with For the Fatherland side of, which obviously makes sense in the position that he's in. So obviously, artillery is definitely going to be the sort of the counter for the strategy that SemInt's been using.
The pack got some good shots in on that M8, but he's hiding once again behind this little house here. And this current Grenadier squad doesn't have a Shrek. Bet they wish they did. So you're reinforcing back at that bunker, I would imagine, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wilson's got bars, and his M8 is now double vet.
The Panzer Shrek squad is back at home. It's on its way back onto the field, so it had to reinforce. Oh, and this MG is going to get hit pretty badly as it just got caught going inside a house.
Here comes a huge flank. We got For the Fatherland popped. The sniper gets out of there wisely. These flamers are rushing in. But For the Fatherland, the infantry units are very hard to kill. The pack now is taking flame fire. We got another bar rifle squad coming in from the right hand. The pack is cleared. Flamer engineer retreats, but still For the Fatherland doing its work right now. Bike got a damage engine. We got a grenade going in. Oh, the bike is down. A lot of folks are dying. We still have 2 Grenadier squads, though, that are just roughing it out in there. Man, what an attack. And there, another squad is lost. I think that was a rifle squad that was lost there.
Yeah, now that the pack's been taken out, the M8 is a lot more deadly. I mean, the Panzer Shrek squad can't really do much with an engineer that's behind it repairing, so... And with grenade support and bar support, you know, it's just... he's really pinned back against the wall, and if the bunker goes down, I think he's just going to be overrun. But he gets a free Grenadier squad since all the fighting that's pretty much been happening all around. He should have probably focused fire some medics since they're still running around and grabbing some casualties.
With this many infantry flamers explode and die in the process. A Volks Grenadier squad is lost trying to retreat. This M8 is just picking them off, man. It's like a turkey shoot here.
And it was the Grenadier
Another Volks squad lost.
Shrek as well.
Sniper's down to very low health, but I'm sure he's starved for ammo. He needs Shreks. I mean, he can't afford to heal up that sniper. And look at this M8. There's just no counter. And he's fired. He's gotten the Howie up, and his first shot is at that bunker position, but he's not really landing. Ooh, that one did some damage. Bunker's still got half health, though. There's a medic down. And it looks like SemInt is feeling a bit discouraged. Wow, another Grenadier squad dies, and that M8 Greyhound is now triple vet.
19 kills.
And we have a good game from SemInt. He's throwing in the towel. The combination of that early grenade, the vet on the M8, and then the artillery strike to crush that position was just too much for him. So that's game 1, and let's see how NCD's overlay skills are. If he can throw up the 1-0 for our American player there, and then go ahead and switch them around, switch their colors around and their factions. And we'll take a quick break, and we'll be coming right back at you with game number 2. Stay tuned.